I call the May 2nd, 2016 regular council meeting to order. Flag salute. EJ, please.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call.
Silent roll call has been taken and a quorum is present.
Okay, moving on to the minutes. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of the April 4th, 2016 regular council meeting and the April 19th, 2016 special council meeting?
Seconded.
Okay, so Jan. Second is Stan. Discussion? Was there something about the...
Yeah, I had omitted Jan's name from the attendance list, and I'll fix that.
Okay, so we just duly note that. Any other discussion? All those in favor? None opposed. 6-0. Petitions, communication, citizens' request. At this time, is there anyone from the audience that would like to come and discuss an item that is not on the agenda? Okay, we'll move on to reports. Council President. We just talked about the Finance Committee meeting this week. Standing committees. City councilors. City attorney. Special committees. City manager.
Just a couple items. There is a fly-in scheduled to the airport on Saturday, 8 to 3. There'll be a pancake breakfast, spot landing competition. They have a buy and sell flying market there for different types of gauges and whatever else. So a lot of activities will be there on Saturday. And the only other thing, I know the Jim Dill was still looking at the LD 1699, him and Michelle Dunphy on Friday, so they're still looking into that. I haven't heard back yet. He thought there still might be room for us to qualify in that, so.
Is there a meeting or something coming up about that?
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Any questions for Bill? Okay, consent agenda. New business items number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Councilor Nuttall, please.
The Old Town City Council hereby approves an application from Old Town Boosters for a major special event.
Region resolve first. On the first page. Yeah.
Resolved, the Old Town City Council hereby approves suggested motions in new business items 1, 2, 3, and 4 as presented. Number 1, the Old Town City Council hereby approves an application from Old Town Boosters for a major special event permit for Smokey's Greater Shows to be held at the Riverfront Park June 15th to the 21st. Number 2, the Old Town City Council hereby accepts an after deadline redemption on foreclosed property for Tracy Porter and Derek Shepard located at 156 Taylor Road for payment of 2013 through 2016 real estate taxes. Number 3, the Old Town City Council hereby accepts an after deadline redemption on foreclosed property at 26 Bradbury Street, formerly owned by Christopher M. Viner for a payment of 2013 to present sewer fees. Number 4, the City Council resolve the Old Town City Council hereby accepts the 2015 Byron Jag grant in the amount of $2,200 to the police department.
Perfect. Was a second? And discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor? None opposed. Okay, we'll move on to old business. There is no public hearing, so old business. Item number 1, the City Council consider removing an item concerning the business loan program and creation of a new business equipment loan program from the table. This item was tabled at the April 4, 2016 regular council meeting. Councilor Peterson.
Resolved, the Old Town City Council hereby removes the business loan and equipment loan programs from the table.
Is there a second?
Second.
Jan, discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? None? Okay, 6-0. City Council consider changes to the existing business loan program and creation of a new business equipment loan program. Councilor Roach.
Resolved, the Old Town City Council hereby approves the amended business loan program and the creation of the business equipment loan program as recommended by the LLC and presented by the Economic Development Director. The council further authorizes the city manager to sign the necessary participation agreements and related documents with local lenders.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Jan, discussion? So is there any other questions on this one for, anybody? I think what I've figured out from the last presentation that basically this is what we have in place, or what we need to put in place, because we really don't have anything else out there as far as the way we used to do it the old way with the UDAG committee and stuff like that. So to me, this makes sense to go this direction as far as I'm concerned. Any other discussion? No? Okay, all those in favor? None opposed. Thank you guys for putting that together for us. Appreciate it. Moving on to new business, items number 5. City Council consider amending an agreement with CES for professional engineering and consulting services in regards to the proposed Juniper Ridge landfill expansion by adding an additional $39,440 to the agreement. Councilor Roach.
Resolve, the Old Town City Council hereby approves amending the agreement with CES for professional engineering and consulting services in regards to the proposed Juniper Ridge landfill expansion by adding an additional $39,440 to the agreement. Funds are to come from the Juniper Ridge landfill account number 1420-0299.
Okay, is there a second? Carol, discussion. Bill brought this up to me. I wanted to know if we had to go to finance, but this has already gone to finance. We did the initial agreement, so this is just some additional money that Bill will explain.
Yeah, if you, in your packages, CES gave an estimate on where they believe they're going to end up, and versus waiting for that bill to show up, as Dennis St. Peter said, they've reviewed 6,000 pages of documents, and he believes this will take them through the state review and hopefully get us through the local planning board review too.
So that should take care of it.
Yeah.
And what was the, maybe it's on, what was the initial amount we talked about?
Up to $50,000.
Up to 50,000, yeah. Okay. Any questions for Bill on this? All those in favor? None opposed. Okay, item number 6, the city manager will give an update on the FY 2000. I'm
Council.
sorry.
We didn't do number 1 under new business. I did not read that resolve. The Smokies.
That was on the consent.
Okay, I don't
Yeah.
have to read that?
No, that was on the consent. No, I didn't catch when Patty sent out the agenda to Bill and I didn't catch. Normally on the consent, we don't have any councilors' names on there. And there was 2 of them that we had it on, and I didn't catch that myself, so. Yep, no, we did, John already did 1 through 4.
Okay.
Yep. So item number 6, the city manager will give an update on the FY 2016-2017 municipal budget.
We met last Friday with the smaller departments, covered majority of the revenues, got into the capital costs a little bit. This Thursday, I believe at 9 a.m., we're going to meet with fire, police, public works, and the airport. Heading into the next council meeting or committee meeting on the 16th is when we'll bring that back to start presenting to full council on the entire budget. One of the questions that came out during our initial meeting that was asked, and we can go over it in more detail this Thursday, but there's a question on insurance to deal with, I believe it was the police insurance that looked like it had gone up a lot. It had, because when we got the breakdown of the general liability insurance this year, when Miles read it, there was one section that said POL, which he just took that to be an acronym for police, so he put it underneath the police part of the budget. And looking that up, that was public official liability insurance. It should have gone under general liability, so he's pulled that back out and
So it doesn't look as big now.
yeah, it
Gotcha.
didn't really change from last year, but that certainly made it made it go up a lot. But
Okay.
so hopefully, as we go through that, you know, just like on Thursday's meeting, we'll pick up on those things before we come back to full council to go over it. So
Okay, great. Sounds like it was productive the other day, and So it's fire, police,
Police,
public works,
And airport.
and airport.
Are you saying that was in there twice?
No, it was in there once, but it was in the wrong place.
So the other one's now changed up that much.
Right. But that's if you look at that department, that general liability insurance is a fairly large number, and that police liability insurance is a small number. So when you take that percentage in there and put it in, it made a big difference in the cost.
Right. Okay, any questions for Bill? Great, thank you, sir. Number 7, the city manager will give an update on municipal solid waste.
It goes on as I keep forwarding information to you. I sent Bob Deschane's most recent memo to you folks, and I don't know, it was around April 22nd or so. PERC claims now commercial tonnage in Casella that will all go back to the PERC plant, as was announced in the Bangor Daily News. Fiberite claims they're up to 78,000 tons of committed municipal waste now, and they need 100 to actually pull the trigger on financing, move that forward, and they're claiming that even though the votes haven't taken place yet, they're over the 100,000 tons. I'm not sure how close they'll get to the 150,000 tons, which is kind of their break-even point to maintain all their financial estimates that they've done at this time. What I'm hoping to do, whether or not we do it at the May 16th meeting or on June 6th, is to put together what I have so far in a spreadsheet, just to give you all the options so you can see what the additional cost of trucking would be, whether it was to Eco Maine or Norwich Walk or whatever, and put that all on the table.
When do you need a decision from us, or at least a
And-
direction from us as far as what we're thinking?
Long as I had it by mid-June, I mean, by the end of June, we should be starting to make that final decision on what we want to do. And I can forward that financial information to you in the next week or so you can have it and look at it, way in advance of that meeting, so.
Oh, with like you say, the trucking, like
Right.
Eco, except,
Yeah.
because those are, just for myself speaking, those are the two I'm looking at, is PERC and Eco.
Yeah.
Maine,
Yeah.
preferably PERC myself, but, because depending on what the trucking cost is gonna be,
Yeah.
of course. But, that's just me, but if you can get that to us, that'd be great, that way we can kind of give you our feedback, so you know which direction we're heading into.
Yep.
Well, I'm sure it'll help you out. Any questions for Bill on this one? All right, thank you, sir. Last item for the evening, the city council will consider going into executive session for the purpose of discussing economic development issue relating to Expera Mill. Councilor May.
Resolve, the Old Town City Council hereby approves going into executive session pursuant to MRSA Title 405, Section 6C, for the purpose of discussing an economic development issue relating to the Expera Mill.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Jan, discussion? All those in favor? None opposed? And it's 7:14.